Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a really fun video. Quick story, I had filmed this video, which I'll explain what it is in a moment, and I was so excited to get it out actually today, so this video probably won't go up for a few days. I edited it. I really liked how it came out. It took a while. It was like an hour footage and I had to shorten it to about like 33 minutes, the best I could do. Informative, so you know, I'm going to do my best to make this as short as I can but as detailed as possible. So now, what is this video? A video for Rare Beauty. I have her primer, her foundation, her concealer, her brushes, and I have her blush and her velvet lipstick. Detail about the things I've heard about her brand so far from the videos I've watched, and I have definitely played around with these, so I kind of know how to work with her products a bit better that I'll mention, and we will get started.
And we're back. Okay, I'm just like weird.
Random before we start, I just like put my hair back. These glass straws from Amazon, I have to highly recommend. If you're someone who like doesn't love to drink water during the day, but you know you have to get your water intake, for some reason these straws are motivating. And a nice cup that's yours forever. I get my water intake so much just from having a cute cup and a straw.
It really is just the little things.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to start off with her primer. So what I think I'm going to do is more so apply this quickly, but I'm going to do final thoughts at the end of this video. So we're starting with the primer here. I'm just going to take a little bit with this goes a long way. And I'm just applying. This is not a primer where it's going to shrink your pores or anything like that, and it doesn't claim to do that either, but it is so pretty. Even wearing it on its own, your skin just looks so glowy and luminous, and when you put the makeup on top, it just is everything. So I have to already recommend the primer. So perfect. And then if you want to shrink your pores in other areas, you can just use it in the areas that you would want to do that. For example, for me, it would probably be like a little bit of my T-zone. I have dry skin, but it gets oily at times, so my skin is a little bit confused. Now we're going to go in with her foundation. So as we know with COVID, Sephora, of course, you can't try things on by touching their objects yourself. So what they can give you a palette, they personally put the product on it so that no one else has touched it or double dipped or anything like that. And I was able to try to find a shade for foundation and concealer. This was recommended to me, but I think it's a little bit light. We're just going to make it work for the purpose of the video. I'll probably exchange for a little bit darker. This is the shade 170W, and I'm going to apply that. So the packaging is so cute right here, and I just think the cap is adorable. Basically, you can either put this on the back of your hand or you can just dot it on. I'm just going to dot it on quickly. It feels like a serum. It does not feel oily when I say that. It's just a little bit of that texture. It's very comfortable. And then we're going to go in with her Rare Beauty foundation brush that I am so obsessed with. And you're going to find that this whole review is pretty great. It's my honest opinion. She did amazing with this. And I have a mirror straight ahead, so if I'm looking that way, that's why. And I know you're looking at me like, you look ghostly pale with this foundation. I'm going to make it work. I promise I'm going to make it work. Crazy coverage, and I love that. As I'm getting older, I just don't care to have like major coverage anymore like I used to. I definitely have my times where I want to be heavy coverage, but for the most part, I don't mind things poking through. That this line is about accentuating your features instead of just masking what you look like. I really like the thought of light natural makeup, and it's definitely her theme with this. I absolutely love the fact as well that there are positive names behind this. I know that naming these products geared toward mental health, and I absolutely love that. I will explain when I name the lipsticks and the blushes what I mean. So it's just such a great brand with everything. So here we are. So this is what everything looks like so far, just so you guys can see. It's just, you can still see, you know, some blemishes, and that's fine with me. I love that look. It's me, but accentuated. So next, we are going to go in with her concealer. It's the same packaging as the foundation, except it's just smaller. It's so cute. Color 210N, and it's the same type of feature with the dome applicator. So what I'm going to do is some right in my inner corner area, some at the end as well to lift my eye. And I've been seeing this all over social media where you put on your concealer, leave it on for about 45 seconds, and then you blend it in, and I absolutely loved it. It almost seemed to help the way the concealer stayed before I set it, as well as the smoothness under my eyes. I also don't know if I mentioned this. I want to mention it while I wait for the concealer. But on my lips, I use the Clinique Black Honey what we started with. I meant to say that in the beginning. I got this with my Sephora points, and it's so pretty. It's like a sheer tinted berry chapstick. And to wait a little bit longer, I'm just gonna get a sip of water. And I think I am ready to blend. This should be more than enough time. So here is her concealer brush. It is very, very much the same as the foundation brush. It is just smaller. So they are both very dense, and what I like about that is it will really let the coverage happen. So if you are patting down your foundation or concealer with a sponge, you will notice it being a lot more light. But when you're using brushes, especially with concealer too, you will find that there's more coverage because of the brush itself. It's not soaking in any of the product. I've been loving using this lately for concealer, so we're gonna blend this out. And I can't even understand like how these products blend so perfectly. It's like butter. What, like, she did such a great job. She's just so naturally beautiful that I am not surprised that she wanted a line that was lighter in coverage, and the name itself, Rare Beauty, I just am obsessed with that. It's about your own unique beauty and about, again, accentuating and hyping up your features, but not covering what you look like. And I love Essence. She doesn't have any powders yet. I feel like she's definitely going to come out with powders and bronzers in the future. So for now, we're using the Essence Brighten Up for my lid, and then we're going to use a setting powder for the rest of my face. So we are taking this Morphe M407 brush and using the Essence Banana Powder, and I'm just going to set my lid. Okay, and for the setting powder, this one is a newbie, but I'm so excited. I heard some things about this. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and I've said in other videos that I am trying to kind of stay away from setting powders that have talc, and this one does not for this specific color, which is light pink. I know that they have other colors that shouldn't have talc as well if that's something you are worried about. And I'm going to use this. The pink tint is so nice because it gives me a brightened look. Also, what I love, which e.l.f. did amazing with this, is they put this little cap on top that you twist when you want to get the powder off, and then you twist it back to close so excess powder doesn't come off. And I love that because I can get definitely very messy with powder, and that gives a lot more control. So I am using the Morphe M55 or 554 brush, and I'm going to set my whole face. There we go, it's nice and set. I really love this stuff, and it's so affordable. I do have the Hourglass powder, but the reason I wanted to use this powder is so I could share something affordable that I absolutely love, so you don't have to spend all this money on makeup. I'm guilty of spending a lot of money on makeup, but when you don't have to and you can find these options, I always want to share. So very, very good product. Next, I am going to do bronzer. Again, she doesn't have bronzer in her line, which I am sure she'll come up with. I just have the MAC Harmony powder blush as bronzer. It is such a perfect tone for bronzer, and especially when I'm pale, which I'm getting pale now since fall is approaching. It's a perfect color. I'm using the Eco Tools multitasking blush brush, and I'm going to use this to bronze. I've been bronzing or contouring up higher than normal, so usually I start here. I've been starting up here, and it gives me a more lifted look, and I've been loving it. I've definitely been doing things a little differently lately. Is our blush. So, this is something that I wanted to talk about, and I totally forgot to do this step before the powder. I tried this in the previous video I had filmed, and I tried it over powder. You're not supposed to use cream over powder, but I definitely break the rules when it comes to makeup, and it was not blending. It was very hard to blend. I think that if I were to put this on my foundation, it would have blended beautifully, and it looks really nice. It just takes some time to blend, and I'm afraid that that's going to move the other makeup. So I tried this with just the primer and this blush before, and I absolutely love the way it looks. For days that you don't want to wear makeup, I find blush is a game changer. I've been obsessed with blush lately. I was never a blush person, and now I just can't live without it. It is awesome if you put the primer on and this blush on, and you can leave and pretend that you don't have makeup on when you have the tiniest bit on. So just for the purpose of the video, I am going to put this on my cheeks, and I'm also going to show you what this looks like on the lips because it is a multitasker. I'm pretty sure, at least I multitask with it, and I'm going to show you. I also wet my blender today that I'm going to be doing this with. It was dry the last time I tried it, so let's see how this technique works. So a little bit goes a very long way with these blushes. I have heard so many things about these blushes. If you want to get one thing from the line, get the blushes. That's what I've been hearing. So let's try this. This is in the color Love, and this is what I mean by positive names, and you'll see the lipsticks as well. So you don't need a lot. I find going up lifts my face more. And let's give this a try. Ooh. Yep, see what I mean? You cannot put this over powder. This is the matte version. She does have dewy versions and matte versions. I used matte, and it could also be why the dewy could mix a lot better. But it's tough. It's tough to mix for sure. I just wanted to try it with a wet beauty sponge to see if that would change the game, but it's just not working out. I'm going to keep it though, because when I don't wear makeup and I want to wear this, it'll look really nice. And I also use it as a lipstick, and it's bomb, so I will show you that. And the reason I wouldn't do this too is because it takes a lot of tugging on the skin, so I would only use creams with this one. But look at how pretty that is. I love it. And it made my highlighter pop. And I'll show you that, what I mean. Now I'm going to try and use it as a lip stain. This is definitely transfer proof, and I will show you. These are the Clean Skin Club towelettes, so I have been trying to use these instead of towels because they can hold a lot of bacteria, and it just is better for the skin when you're patting off your skin from when you cleanse it. So I've been loving these. I'm just going to use this to remove my lip balm, and these are biodegradable. They're awesome. So we're going to try this as a lip tint. Okay. All right. I think I might have to touch up my powder. I think I wiped some off. But there it is, and I think if you used a lip liner like Spice from MAC, one of my favorites, of course I left it downstairs, but if you use that with this, it would give you a really nice pouty full look. I really like this as a lipstick, and I'm going to let it dry and show you how it is transfer proof. Alright, it is pretty much dry. Look at that. Like, does not come off. So it kind of is understanding to why it's not blending with the powder. It probably dries quickly, so I have a feeling her dewy ones would blend better. I am very curious to get my hands on one of those, but we're going to move on. We are going to go on to our eyebrows. The Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Chocolate, and then I'm going to use the Tattoo Studio by Maybelline in the color 360 Medium Brown for the inner parts of my eyebrows, because it gives me like that almost eyebrow lamination look, and I love faking it with this Benefit brow gel. So she does have a brow product, but I didn't pick it up because I kind of wanted to spend more on things that I really wanted, that I'm more intrigued in. I love my brow products, so I was like, we're just not going to get that today. I'm going to fill these in. If you end up liking how my eyebrows look and want like a tutorial or anything on it, if you just like hit subscribe, like, and comment down below, it would make my day and it would support me, and I'd be happy to do it. So I'm just gonna kind of fly through this one.
I begin to.
Not too shabby.
I've been loving thicker brows lately. I just think it frames my face so much better, and okay, I am feeling the big brows. So we are going to move on, and we are going to just contour the nose quickly, and then I will highlight, and then I will try up the lipsticks, and then at the end give my full thoughts. So this is the Wonder Stick by NYX. It is their universal color, and I'm just going to quickly contour because I just love to contour my nose. Alright, so the one thing I do want to share that I noticed before is that I am getting, I don't know if you can see it, on my nose, it is kind of looks like a little bit of texture, or a little bit dry. I am not sure why that is. I think it's because the pores on my nose are larger. So I think what I would do is maybe put like a matte primer on the nose and the rest of the face be the dewy primer. I only wanted, to be honest, in case anyone got this issue, then try that out. I think that would definitely fix the problem. The foundation is so amazing, so I'm totally okay with putting a little bit of matte right there. I'm going to try that out next time, but look at how nice it looks. I am obsessed with this line. It's just your skin, but better. So next, I'm going to highlight, and I am using the Morphe 2. This is the Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio, their combo, their collab brushes. Really love their brushes. They're so good. And this is a little bit of the smaller one. It comes with two others that are a little bit larger. This is the Revlon Skin Finish in Daybreaker Glimmer 201. It's gorgeous, and you'll see what I mean.
Like, what? Yes.
when I first had my first reaction, I wish you guys could have seen it because I was like, I haven't used this in quite some time, so. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty, I can't. Some up here, and then I'm going to use their little brush for the bridge of my nose. Now I'm just gonna set with my ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid setting spray. I didn't get hers since I have a few already, and I'm just gonna spray this on, and then we're gonna be on to the lippies, which I'm so excited. All right, so where did that go? So I'm going to take my towel here and take it off. Perfect. So the first color is Brave, again with the positive names, and this just off the bat reminded me of like pumpkin spice, because I'm like, you know, it's almost fall and we need a color like this. I was so ecstatic, so I will show you. I can like swatch it too. It's so pretty. And what I love about the formulas is it's not velvety only and it's not matte only. It's like if velvet and matte made a sandwich. You know? I love it. If that made any sense at all. And I believe, because she doesn't have lip liners yet, I believe these were designed, the tips were designed to really get in there so you didn't need lip liner. So here it is. It's just like a kind of orangey tint, literally like a spice. That's what I think of. And I'm gonna love this for fall. It's so natural. I absolutely. Next one here is Fearless. And what I loved with this Fearless one that we're about to try is the Whirl lip liner. It's from MAC, and this one again, spice would be great with this if you want to add a lip liner. So I'm going to line my lips with Whirl first, and I have a video on how to like fake injections. So if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out. I hope it helps. Here we are. See, it's like a mauve-y tone, but nude. I love when my lips look like my lips, but a little bit darker or better. So I just love this so much. The formulas are actually the best formulas I may have ever tried. I give those a 10 out of 10, basically like everything else. She did an incredible job. The textures, just everything you could want in a lippy. And then I notice as it wears off, it stains your lip, and that's like my favorite thing ever. So I would definitely get your hands on these if you're a lip person. Basically everything for Rare Beauty. I'm going to be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, and I'm back with final thoughts. So I'm going to run through this quickly so I don't keep you here all day long, but the first product is the primer. This, absolutely. If you love a dewy glow, get your hands on this. Again, it's kind of like pearlescent, but it makes you glow so much, and you can use it without makeup. That's one of my favorite ways to use it, and that is available at Sephora. All of this is available at Sephora. Now on to foundation and concealer. The foundation is a definite for me. I will be grabbing this all the time for special occasions. This is so good. It is sheer. It is very comfortable. It is not high coverage. You can build it up, but if you love your skin but better and you want to be able to build it up, try this out. It has 48 shades, which is amazing. And the only issue I really had with it is the fact that it's too light, but that's my own problem, so definitely recommend. The next one is the concealer. This one is a different consistency. It definitely doesn't have a serum-y consistency, but it definitely has the same theme of light coverage. You can absolutely build this up. I love it so much. It has not creased at all, and it just brightens me up, so I highly recommend these. Next is the blush. So I really love this color. Again, it's called Love. I love that it's multitasking. It does not transfer at all when you put it on your lips, so you can imagine how well it stays on your cheek. I just recommend that you do not use this on top of powder. I would recommend maybe putting on all your liquids, throwing this on, and then setting your whole face with a translucent powder, at least on the cheek part, and then putting on your highlight. I'm going to try that out as well. And without makeup, this will work wonders. Blush has become like a staple when it comes to just looking youthful and like you have color in your face and don't look tired with just a little bit of primer. It's like the perfect combination. So I highly recommend trying her dewy versions as well, which I know I will be trying, but I really do like this if it is worn correctly. Last but not least are the lipsticks. These are one of my favorite parts of her line. These are amazing and I highly recommend. They are so comfortable to wear. If you're someone who likes lip stains and kind of a happy medium of velvet and matte, this is perfect for you. These two shades that I gravitate to all the time, these type of colors, I know that if you're into the same colors as me, you will love these. Any mauve, nudie, your lips but better, you have got to try these. Again, these are the colors Fearless and Brave, and I'm obsessed with the theme of the line, and the names are just so positive and fun. And yeah, that is everything for my review. I basically recommend everything. If I try more, I will let you know, but so far the face and the lippies and the blushes and the brushes, she's doing amazing. I can't wait to see what else she comes out. I also want to throw in that I did hear that her highlighters are very pretty, but they are like very soft. Again, the natural look, so I don't have that, but I may try it out for a very kind of dim highlight. And I didn't get her blotting powder, and I'm trying to think, her lip balms as well. I don't have that. So those are the few things I don't have, but I did hear pretty good things. So yeah, I wasn't able to get my hands on. That's going to do it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Please comment below if you want to see anything else from me. And thank you so much for your time. This whole video. It is amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.